When I date a woman in her 30s, you have to plan. I just had a man ask me, what are you doing tonight? Tonight, sir? Tonight's been planned for a week and a half. I don't care that it's watching John Wick and eating a steak by myself. It's planned. You want me to turn this, that, for less than 24 hours of notice? No way.
I really just let a medium ugly man make me sit here all day wondering if he's going to text me? What's wrong with me?
Like, there's always going to be hood in me. Like, there's hood me, and then there's evolved me. But hood me's still there. Like, evolved me knows that hurt people hurt people. But hood me just wants to hurt people. She don't care about your backstory.
You are made of stupid.
Last dating episode, I informed you guys on how I almost went on a date with a 60-year-old man. We all learned very quickly that older does not mean better. So I brought it down to age 39. And you want to know what happened? I got ghosted.
Yo gentlemen, welcome to today's show. Now it turns out age doesn't matter when you don't know how to keep a man. So guys can be 40, 60, 20, it doesn't matter. If you don't have what it takes to be a good partner, they're not going to choose you anyway. Like maybe there's some 20-year-old guys who are blue-pilled, naive, they don't know anything about dating, they don't understand women. Maybe you can fool them, but even then, women are not happy with this type of simps. So yeah, not a really bright future. Age doesn't come into the equation for you. But let's hear the full story.
Dating episode, I informed you guys on how I almost went on a date with a 60-year-old man. We all learned very quickly that older does not mean better. So I brought it down to age 39. And you want to know what happened? I got ghosted. But what's even funnier about getting ghosted is him reaching out to me 2 weeks later. Now, there's two types of people in the dating world, the people who do the ghosting and the people who get ghosted. We can all guess what category this girlie falls into. This 39-year-old man talked to me every day for almost 2 weeks. He asked me on a date. He told me what day he was available to take me on a date. I agreed to it. He, the day before, the evening before, asked me what time works for me tomorrow to go on the date. He asked me what time works tomorrow. I was responding to something else he said earlier in the chat, and I tell him anytime tomorrow works for me. So then I correct myself. I say, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. Someone's got to mow the lawn. I'm free after 6. The next day, I don't hear from him. I say, hey, no response. 2 weeks later, he says, sorry, life got hectic.
Yeah, he didn't care enough. I mean, guys, it's pretty obvious. When men like women, they really will show up. When men just evade you, they're not interested. And the same happens with women. When they are interested in guys and in meeting them, they will move, skies and earth. They will go through a thunderstorm to meet you. And again, guys, I don't think that this woman in particular has many things going on for her. But she still can find someone who will be interested in her and who will, want to date her. But she's not going for those types of men. She's going for the guys who will clearly, flake on her because they don't deem her valuable.
Dating disasters.
All right, lads. So this evening, I am going to share with you another dating tragedy. Because you know what? My life is tragic. And everyone wants to hear about tragedy, really, don't they? So anyway, match with this guy on a dating app. He was 35, tall, good chat. He started sending me like all of these pictures of him, and I was like, oh my God, fit. So has a dog, even though the dog looks like he's about to pass away. But look, I overshadowed that. I was like, that's fine. Sent me, look at those pins. Looks like he could possibly like the outdoors. Obviously, I didn't really give a shit if he did or didn't. He just looked fit to me. And then sent me this one that he had taken just while he was in the bathroom. So on that one, I just said, you know what? I'm going to send down pictures. So I was on the phone to my friend. I was like, I'm just here. I've got a foot mask on because I'm prepping my feet for this guy. She was like, what are you doing that for? She was like, I'm after getting a pedicure done. So why don't you just send on the pictures of my feet? It would make more sense. And she was like, my nails, it looks great. So I was like, look, fair enough. It's a lot easier. So I'll just do that. So sent on these pictures. So as you can see here, lovely, dainty looking feet. Sent them on. He replied within seconds saying, oh my God, they're the best feet I've ever seen in my life. But he said just one more request. He was like, what really gets me going are the soles of people's feet, which kind of disturbed me. But I was like, look, whatever, I'll go with it. But at this stage I went, you know what? I'm just going to send him my own soles. And I sent him on this. Yep, I'm still alarmed every time I see that picture. But yeah, I sent him on that. Like, look at the grip of my hand. And those, it looks like white calluses. Like, to be honest, I do a lot of walking. So it's also made me realise I need to get my feet sorted out. Anyway, sent it on to him. Within seconds, I got unmatched. So I'm never going to know if Sam and I were meant to be.
Guys, I'll never understand what exactly a woman doing on Tinder apps and, you know, dating apps. Well, of course, I know they want the easy hookups. But, you know, they will sell this lie that they're looking for love. Man, what are you doing looking for love on Tinder apps where, you know, everyone is just goofing around or trying to hook up? Like, this guy trolled her and then unmatched her, and she's left wondering. But still, what are you doing there? I just don't understand it. This woman... You know, I'm sorry for the guy who in, let's say, 5 years will try to seriously date this woman, and she has this history of hooking up with hundreds of guys and, you know, texting them and just playing stupid around. Man, what a bad dating option this is.
Hey y'all. I'm just coming from my car because I'm on my lunch break, but I just want to tell you a funny story. So right now I'm back in the dating scene and I met this guy out in the club, and I hate meeting guys at the club, but I gave him my number. Long story short, like, he texts me, then it'll be 3 days. I don't hear from him, then he'll text me again. So then last time he texted me was Monday, like last month, this past Monday. And he's like, when are you free? I said, I'm free Sunday evening. He's like, great, have a great week. I heard from him this morning, sent me a voice note talking about, hey, I know you said you were free tomorrow evening, but that doesn't work for me, so let me know what time. When I tell you I cackled. It doesn't work for you, sir? No, guess what doesn't work for me? I haven't heard from you in 5 days. I forgot about Sunday, and I'm not going around your schedule. What the hell?
Guys, let's stop to think for a moment. So she says that she doesn't like meeting guys at clubs, yet she gave her number to a guy in the club. Make it make sense, please. And then again, she says that she doesn't like, you know, to be played around. Why are you then dating men you saw at clubs? You don't even know them. They could have lied about their name even and you wouldn't know. And well, you know, surprise, surprise. He wasn't interested. He flaked on you. I mean, probably he had other girls around his finger. So yeah, you were plan B. And then he texted you when he was bored. You know, guys, if you give power to, you know, fathers or maybe brothers or even to friends, they could always select the good men out of the bad ones for women. Yet women are never able, you know, everyone around them picks up on the bad boys who are not willing to commit and who are going to waste your time. But women are not able to do it, you know. As I've mentioned before, gentlemen, they always like to sacrifice all the good things, you know. They want to escape the red flags. They want to turn a blind eye to the red flags just to have a few moments with Chad.
Hey, you guys, hoping to get this done because my battery's at 6%. Let's talk dating in our 30s. I was married to the boy that I fell in love with at 16 until, well, I was married for 14 years, until I was 33. But honestly, it was done long before then, and we grew apart, and I wasn't happy anymore, and here we are.
We grew apart. Yeah. You know, just the chemistry was gone. You know, the glitter wore off. How else are we gonna mention that you just don't know how to keep a man? You know, guys, back in the day when people got married, it was, you know, something really serious, and people didn't have the options to just opt out of it, especially women who can always opt out of marriage and just, you know, find the next best thing. But now they have so much power that they can, you know, they change marriages like they change napkins, you know what I mean? Like, they really don't care. And we always hear those things of, the spark was gone, the magic is over, etc. We grew apart. Yeah, right. I'm sure you really tried in that relationship. You know, I don't know this girl's story. Maybe she really tried, but I'm not trusting them, man, because I hear so many women saying bullcrap like this. And then when you check on their, you know, their history, their marriage history, it just turns out they didn't put effort into the relationship, and the guy grew tired, or maybe they had a, you know, a bedroom without fun, let's say it, a dry marriage. You know, things that they really, women don't care to, you know, bring something into the table, to the table, excuse me. They're not willing to do the work. They just expect things to happen, and if they don't happen, you know, the relationship went cold. Let me try with this other Chad that I want to try with, and I think the grass is green on the other side. It's really sad and annoying, man, to hear the same story all the time. So yeah, I'm not giving her the benefit of the doubt, but let's hear her full story.
I wish someone would have warned me how crazy it is out there dating in 2023. I don't know if you guys are on dating apps, but it is a whole other breed of people out there, and I don't know, it's just been wild. So I've been sharing my journey over on Instagram a little bit the last few days, and the stories I've gotten are just insane. I've actually never met up with someone from an app yet, but I've talked to people, and it actually never got to the meeting up in real life stage because it has just been a shit show before it even got to that. Like, either guys will like ask for sexy pics within like the first few minutes, or we'll talk a little bit and then they unmatch, or find out there's like Facebook groups that like expose these guys, and apparently like most people on dating apps, turns out they have like a whole family. So like, just wondering, what's a girl to do? Because I don't know, man, I like had hope, and then now I'm just feeling a little discouraged, to be honest.
As you should. Gentlemen, she asked, what's a girl to do? Let me tell you what to do. First off, you could pick better men if you're going to marry, you know, so things don't, quote unquote, you know, go cold, as you mentioned. So pick better men if you are to marry, and then don't get divorced, you know. But even in that situation, after you get married, try to put some effort into the relationship, which probably you didn't. And after that, what the hell are you doing on dating apps? You know, it's crazy, guys. Like, these women over 30, they go on dating apps and they start to hook up with everyone while, you know, lying that they're looking for a relationship. What the hell are you doing looking for a serious relationship on a dating application that you yourself say that guys just want to mess around and ask for pictures and want to hook up? Like, I don't understand, man. Women, you know, people are interested in women when they go to, you know, throw the garbage or go to the nearest Starbucks, and they get people interested in them. Yet they go on dating apps like, oh, there is just not a big enough pool for me. Man, what the hell? I really don't understand. There are so many things you can do as a woman to not screw up. I mean, literally, the way women date is just by sitting around, you know, and they get people interested in them, and they just choose. That's it. All right, I'm not saying that it's the easiest thing. Women have their difficulties when dating or looking for partners. Yes, they have their different difficulties. They have to, you know, sort of weed out the guys that just want, you know, one thing, and it's freaking disgusting. But still, women's game is much more easier than men's game. They barely have to put, you know, they barely have to bring anything to the table, gentlemen. You know, the most that we ask is that they are just normal human beings, and yet, well, here we are, you know. Here we are in 2023. But gentlemen, leave me your thoughts down in the comments. What do you think of today's video? And I'll be happy to see you next time. Have a good one.